One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So SMU's offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Makes the quick grab. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack. Now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Throws into the middle of the field. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
First and goal, SMU.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Now on the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So NC State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take...
He's loose. At the 30. At the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll test the right side. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Off the RPO, complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs have this offense rolling. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Owens. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Just keep slinging it. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the back. Got his man on the outside. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Fighting off the defender. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, SMU.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown Mustangs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch and catch.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Knox. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Hand off to Jones. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the 2nd quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Pulls it and fires to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle, it's King. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ritter out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 5 over West Virginia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
On the double.
Out of the shoot, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Unloads quickly. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
By the receiver.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's locked in. And maybe he'll get back. Line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they're not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They punted away on fourth down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Caught in the backfield, it's Knox. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Off-play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The lone back's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. The screen, he can go. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's got him. Gets away from one. He's got space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has... It's a fun first half.
And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Rushes on him. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The quick out. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Running into the open space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. To the ground. He's got it again. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And off to Jones. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the... unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few.
Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
Might be changing the route. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they're not on the same page there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Finds us back in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Lost a throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's King. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
And I'll tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to fourth down.
That's caught. It's Knox. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Makes the catch. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. He wants to throw it again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Wants to throw on third down. With the catch, it's Knox. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want that clock to run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Power football with the run. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Wide out trying to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Man, that's a nice job by this defense. Aggressive, all near the line of scrimmage, taking away all the space. And that's a big stop. Now, you're only down 1. Now a field goal, in turn, can go give you the lead in the 4th quarter.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. Makes the grab. Touchdown Mustangs. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds his tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Knox. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB strikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain. on the play. Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Here comes the heat. Complete out of the backfield. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a